We live on YouTube and IG. What's up, y'all? Moving some stuff out the way real quick. I got somebody coming, and I'm gonna work on their bike just a little bit. But I wanted to catch up with y'all. Instead of vlog today, just upload something live, chill and chat and talk with y'all. Let me finish this. Cause dude's on his way. But feel free to talk, mingle, interchange with each other. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? All right, I figure that's enough. How y'all doing, man? What's up with y'all? Uh, it has been an interesting week. Very interesting week. What's up, 209? Um, while we wait on them, I'll sit down and chat with y'all. Okay. Christian, what's up, bud? Hey, how you doing? I need water. Because I never learned to grow up, and I don't know.
But you can only buy one.
I know, isn't that the confusion of it?
You have four, and all four of these yours?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. I know, you never seen it? Well, yeah, I can.
Now we're four for one person.
Two cars. I keep a good balance.
Now, what's your wife say about it?
Oh, she loves it.
Do she ride with you?
She used to before we had kids. Yeah. See, we met when she was in high school, I was in high school, and I lived on my own until I was 16, so yeah, we kind of was immature together. So, she used to ride on the back, not anymore. One of us has to be safe.
Okay.
All right, you have a good one.
Yeah. Everything, and now,
yeah.
And you say you got two in there.
Yeah. I can fire them up, but they stink.
Okay.
All right. I don't usually have my garage open. What up, though? Hold on. Man, I ain't dropping off that cush. Yo. No. Actually dropping off it looks like a fast track violation, but I have fast track, so I don't know why this always happens. Yes, for one of the trucks, which it doesn't matter. They're all registered to fast track anyway. Push me to buy a Gixxer 750-03. Good choice. Good choice. That fool said R34 sedan looks beautiful. Boy, I ain't Gary. What the hell? Oh, boom. The username on YouTube is Van Dad Culture. Oh, okay, what's up, bud? Oh man. So how was y'all Friday going? I swear for God I'm staying home this weekend. I'm over getting shot at. Which is odd that Thank you. I appreciate that you watch as much as you can. I got a lot of content, so when you get around to it, you get around to it. It's all there. And man, I've been making like, this is the second week straight. I've almost dropped a vlog almost every day. No one let their whips and bikes get painted by Twinkie. Mike, oh my God. Yo, so y'all were watching that? That was insane. Yeah, the Twinkie saga is an interesting one. SR20 swapped first gen RX-7. I'm with it. I like it. I like how they sound. Oh, G Shell, you didn't see that? I put it at the beginning of the GT 500 vlog. It sounded like an old school western. Going to Hayward tomorrow. Twinkie said it was his employers who fucked up the cars. I have no horse in the race, so could have been. Yeah, could have been. I don't know. Watch it from the A. That's what's up. I went to junior high school and my first year of high school in Atlanta. Matter of fact, Lala went to my same exact school. She was a grade above me. We went to Redan. She was one grade above me. Saw her a little bit. Didn't know she was gonna be Lala. But I mean, that wouldn't have mattered anyway. Cali is solid right now. It's not too hot. That's why I got the phones back further. Typically, I like to chill in the sun, but the last time we did this, the phones overheated and IG kept dropping. YouTube did all right. Matter of fact, IG's on the iPhone and YouTube is on the Android. The Android held up. The iPhone was like, cut it. Jelani, what's up, buddy? How's everything going? East side of the A. What's really good? Funk Bomb, what up, though? ECU flashes on... No. So I am like I get it, messing with computer stuff, but I don't typically have the confidence to like do it, hit a few keystrokes, hit enter, and believe that I did a good job. Very weird. I'm like that sometimes. UK locked in, bruv, what's good? Life is good, Jelani. Life is good. No matter what the fuck we do, no matter what happens, sun's up, 10 toes is on this soil, we alright. And that's just how I see it. What's up with you with, you still, I forgot which guy, Donati? Aren't you working with Donati? How's this program going? Is he ready for Pro 2 or, I forgot what he was doing, Pro 2 or regular FD? Ghost Photography, what's up, what's up? Donati's the Midwest truth. I've watched him drive a few times. I really like his talent. Yeah, spoke about waking up on the right side of the dirt suits as well, man. Anytime you get up, you can get active, you got an opportunity to be a solid human being for the day. Make that decision every day. Solid shit. But yeah, this I'm kind of getting in the flow of making content, which is pretty funny because at first I really did oppose like doing the content stuff. A subtle course of tandems. I'm down. I'm down. I'm still down. I'm super down. You need some white FC content? That's what you're sitting on. I will very soon. I just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, this car is amazing. It's set. It's ready to rock, right? But I kind of lose motivation to drive it sometimes because the type of people I want to drive it with, I don't get to drive it with them a lot. But very soon, I will get motivation to drive it in a little bit when the bike's cooking. Oh man, this is what I want to finally introduce the tube to, but she's being a little finicky. One of my OGs is going to take this bike. We might be on IG Live. I need him to take this and fine tune it, and she'll be all right. Who's trying to go live? I just noticed that. In a second, DeAndre, in a second. Let me tend to the YouTube comments. What up, though? What up, though? I like Miatas. Miatas are the business. Oh, you know the name. Yes, Remy will be coming to Sonoma very soon, actually. Justin, what rally event? I'll be down to do it. I just definitely need a co-pilot. Hey, I appreciate you buying an RX-7. Whether V8 or 1J or whatever the hell you got under the hood, I don't give a shit. Just enjoy the chassis. The chassis are the biggest part of it. My favorite bike out now, if I can get any of the bikes, I am terrified of the 1000R, the Beamer. I haven't heard amazing things with the Honda 1000RR. I hear it's full traction control, full power, and your riding modes tear down traction control to a fine point, but it doesn't fully eliminate it. So I think one of my favorite bikes, oddly, and I know this is going to seem odd because I'm a Yamaha head. Yamaha's first, Cowie ZX10 is a close second. Then after that, Aprilia RSV 1100 Factory. And those are my favorite bikes right now. 600s are uninspiring at the moment because they haven't released any like real high technology new ones yet. 08R1 is sauce. Ron, what up though? I need that ZL1. Vert's fine. Vert's in the RV parking back here. Just wait on Jeff actually. Jeff has to do, he has to check. We just changed the wastegate on the turbo. We changed to a different turbo. The turbo's been up boosting. The Vert is now fast, but we want it to be fast and reliable. So it's up boosting. We don't want it to explode. We don't want any issues. So he's going to check the porting. He usually port turbos for standard exhaust, but mine is straight piped. So it's up boosting just a little bit that we want to correct that before I bring it out. I essentially have everything running. Every car, every motorcycle is running and it's fine. I can operate it whenever I want, right? But I want to drive them on the top level because coming outside with one of the machines and I don't know, not being able to perform on full value, it's kind of shaky. So I don't want to do that, but it's fine. Everything runs fine, real good. Ducks only. Ducatis are very nice, but kind of been the same since 2012. Yo, so that Cobra is extremely fast. Straight line, there's not much that you're going to do with that car. That car is out of here on you. Now, here's why I need your ZL1. I need your ZL1 for that same back road. Not in comparison back to back with the Cobra. Even though we could do that, I don't want to do that. I want to run them at separate times. The ZL1 is the only hope because if the ZL1 doesn't feel good, I got another homeboy with a Z28, with a 2015 or 2016 Z28, and we're going to take to the back roads, and we're going to jam through that and see how that feels. But that GT500, hands down, and I didn't even get to push it because Manip was like, whoa, 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 I'm a little uncomfortable with this because he's never been in back roads and he's never gone through corners that fast. And he didn't know that his car cornered like that. So he, you know, he said after he watched the footage, he should have let me like really get out and go fast. And then somebody trolled me. They looked in the rearview mirror and saw Cuz with the Honda back there, and he's fast, but that didn't have anything to do with the car. We'll probably unleash the GT500 on the racetrack because that car is a little too fast for me to really get in the mix in those back roads. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, so a frame up build. Wait. Oh, sorry, I had to catch up. Mike's bike is fine. He just needs to change his ignition. He got that changed. He's done. He can ride whenever he's ready, but I think he's pretty much involved with the cars right now. So he's getting all of his car content caught back up because the bike was honestly just like a placeholder until he got his cars back together. But he ended up having a good time on the motorcycles and decided to keep it. So right now, cars is the main focus. He's gonna get those done, completed, things where he wants to be. Then he's back riding. I mean, he's riding like now every once in a while, but cars are the main content. Fan of Miatas, yes. I have had the chance to drive a few chassis. NB, NA, ND. No, not NB. NA, ND, and NC. Couple guys came with them when I was doing drift instruction. Really fun. Felt just like an RX-8 actually, which is sad because the RX-8 should not feel like a Miata, but the Miata is really good. I think we went through my favorite bike. Love the channel. Would like to see a frame up build. I will as soon as. So like I work full time, right? I'm always out and about. I just got off work, and then somebody's coming to that I'm one of my OGs referred to me for me to help them out on this bike. I just want everybody to have fun on their bikes. So until I could like really get to the point where AdSense would make sense for me to spend so much time filming and editing, and I get the consistent content views, I kind of hold off on like my personal stuff. But what I really do plan to do, if I can maybe get around like 10,000 followers or so, where the views kind of get up to maybe 4,000 views a video, something like that. Jalen is becoming of age. I have a car that has been purchased or will be purchased, and we're going to do ground up build with him for that car. Because like my RX-7, I've touched every single nut and bolt in this car. I've changed windows in this car. I've changed hatch shots on this car. I've done everything on this car. So the simple fact that I've touched every nut and bolt in this car, I put up on Instagram, I've smashed 3-4 transmissions that I've been laying in the garage or on the ground, changing, smelling like terrible gear oil. I've done everything with this car, and I kind of want my son to start off with that same exact experience. So that's when you're going to see a full ground up build. And everybody that knows that he loves S13s. So I'm going to guarantee you it's going to be an S13. But I got to kind of get that algorithm going where, you know, it'll make sense to, because it'll be a time frame where we have to build it to make the content look proper. Me, myself, I get in the garage, turn on music, and I just start wrenching, and shit'll be done, and I forgot to film, which is terrible for content, right? And that's where I find myself doing stuff like that now, which sometimes I'll be like, oh shit, that could have been a video, and I'll have a video for the day. So we will do that very soon, very soon. Love the channel. All right, cool. Have had experience with BMW whips, older 7 Series. Fun fact, the only car my father gave me was like, here, take this, was a 1984 or 85 M6 or 635i CSL, whatever the hell they were. But I think it was an M6. Guess what I did with it? Traded that joint for a 91 Prelude SI. I was geeking, blood. That car was fresh when I pulled up to the lot. This was in, I think, like 97 or something. I pulled up to the lot, and that Prelude was there on the lot, and I was like, oh, I want that. The dude said, you trading that in? Like, yes, sir. I couldn't have made him get up out of his chair and grab paperwork any faster than he already did. He took that car so freaking fast, and he didn't give a damn about what I wanted off the lot. He wanted that car. So that's really my only experience besides 3 Series. Me and my brother had a few like 3 Series, 318s, 325s, like the 1986-ish to 88-ish. Sorry, I'm catching up. What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Big love, big love, big love. Oh, Jalen's in the chat. Okay, well, you already knew the plan, dork. Go to Sonoma now as much as possible if you want to drive it when you're there. Don't mind at all. I would. That would be cool. I'd like to see it. I'm always down to check out people's cars. I'm very, very scared to drive other people's cars. You see what happened with Mike's car. I drove it, boo bam, and I didn't really do shit. Effing bump did that. But I would definitely like to watch you progress. What bike is great for a beginner? You're about 170 pounds, if that matters. Weight kind of does matter if you crank a lot of throttle. Other than that, pick anything you like. Anything that looks good, anything that catches your eye, anything that you're into, that looks hella sexy, that you like to go in the garage or go outside, sit around, and drink a soda looking at. That's what I think is the best bike for you. Other than that, it's all about how much throttle you're giving it, because these 2 hands is what's going to keep your life safe. Then your mentality is going to keep you safe and aware and intelligent of you riding. Only other things I have as far as suggestions is if you're a taller person with a tall inseam, you can virtually get on any other bike. If you're a short-legged person, your inseam is probably not going to like Yamahas and Hondas because they have a really tall seat height. On the G. GP visuals. No, the YouTube doesn't really, but I mean, that's the joy of me having a very good job and me doing it as a hobby. So I kind of really don't even pay attention to what the YouTube pays me. I don't even know when it deposits. But I do it for the love of doing it because this is very entertaining. I really like it. It's kind of like a diary to do shit. And then like, I like to tell the stories, but then it's kind of like I have videos to reference. So when people want to check it out, they'll be like, oh, you didn't say this and that happened. Yeah, you know, sometimes you can't just fully explain on a full scale the type of thing that's going on. But like when we got blasted at, I don't know what made me turn the camera on because I just took the cameras off of the cars and I had the cameras in my hand. So the first set of shots that came, we kind of looked like, what the hell? Until the bullet flew past our face. So how we were standing, the bullet flew right past the front of my face and Mike's face because we were standing kind of, you know, opposite of each other, and it went right between the crowd. So then I just had it in my hand and I turned the camera on, which was pretty cool. That came out as interesting content, but things like that, like I could have explained that story. And even myself, I didn't remember hearing the ricochets and the sounds that when we were ducked behind the cars. When the cars came at us, there's a car that came at us, turned and went in front of us. Then there's a car that came at us and went around us. And I thought we were screwed. I thought we were being ambushed. And I didn't really have a thought process as to what to do. So I just made space and went around so that my friends can get between the immediate cars, and I was kind of just like out there, but I didn't want anybody else to get hit. So having that kind of shit on camera, even though I remember it vividly, but when you go look at it, you'd be like, oh damn, I did that. That's what happened. That's how it happened. So the fact that they're not paying me that much yet, it's no big deal. It's just really cool to go back and reference the old videos and things like that. Aaron video today, he had someone doing the work on, yeah, no, that's fun. That's content. We joke about it because everybody that's seen me pick up that Cowie, 100% solid. But this is why I'll never sell another motorcycle to anybody, not just my friends. Yeah, so he joked that it's a limit. That's fine. But I mean, as we saw, the initial time I went to pick up the bike, when the guy first fired it up, he fired it up and put it on rev limiter, and I shut the bike off like, yo, chill, I'm here to buy it. I don't want to see you destroy something I potentially want to buy. So we knew from the gates that it was a shoddy maintained motorcycle, but I brought it all the way back, and I killed that bike. I was whooping the hell out of it. It was just kind of like Murphy's Law. Once Aaron got it, then I don't know. He had an incident with it, and the battery died or something, and then it just all went to hell. It went downhill from there, and that's typically how things happen. One thing happens, and another thing happens, and another thing happens, and another thing happens. Now we don't know what went on because they just pulled the valve cover off, and as I said, everything looked really good, right? Um, but like the chain tensioner makes a little clacky clack sound, and that's standard on Kawasaki's. Probably when this dude pulls up, we're gonna hear his bike clacking too, because that year Kawasaki's they just have a weird sound, right? A lot of guys put in a manual cam chain tensioner, and a lot of people suggest to leave them stock. So I don't know if that became an issue because, like I said, I haven't had the bike since he got it. But no, I mean we're all good. I help him out with everything, and yeah, it's just good content to throw jabs at each other. Like if I threw it's I learned it. It's not. I know that that's not personal because we're all still good. We're all good friends. So that just is funny. Like you know what I'm saying. If he said, "I got a lemon. It's turning into a lemon." You sold me. That's just funny to me. I mean, to us, because that's how we are as far as like our personalities. We really joke on each other. So it's generally just really funny. You like watching the channels? When am I gonna do more on the bikes? I'm gonna bring out a bike this weekend. Um, what's your thoughts on the current state of car meets? I fucking hate them. That's why I don't show up to them. Um, it's a different kind of enthusiast. So um, I understand it, right? Because I used to love car meets back in the day when we used to go on forums, um, see where the meets were at, and go chill. But that's what everybody kind of policed themselves. I'm from the era when cats was doing too much and people didn't like it. Somebody went over there and knocked their ass out and sent them on about their business. Matter of fact, how Sonoma Drift started. I started a meet. Lance Feliciano moved up here from LA to the Bay Area. He wanted me to get him in the mix of the drift scene here in NorCal that I was, I had a foot in. I started a meet at Tap Express on Solano, or Sonoma, I'm sorry, on Sonoma. That meet was every Wednesday, 7 p.m. until whenever. The meet was cracking. Sonoma staff came, they saw it, boom. They gave us an opportunity to run a demo at Sonoma Raceway, and all of that goes in the books. See, a lot of people don't know a lot of the history with Sonoma, but I don't speak on it because what's known don't need to be spoken on, or those that don't, they don't need to know about it if they don't look at for the history. I'm just glad that everybody enjoys Sonoma Raceway, Sonoma Drift events. So that's where I get my joy at it. So car meets are cool until you get to all this revving. Dog, I if we know you just free revving your motor, it's like annoying. Um, and then all these donuts and shit and burnouts and shit. Cats doing burnouts in front of other people's cars, kicking rocks and tires back on their shit. All of that's kind of just like a waste of time to me. So meets are cool if they're thrown by a good group that controls the group of people that are there at the meet. And I don't know, I won't say hand-picked people, but just it's maintained properly. So I'm down with meets. Meets are cool to me. And I would for sure rather grab the homeboys and go just driving the back roads. Yes, car meets was cool when we were 18. What was the deal on the bullets flying by? I don't know. So at the end of that flick, when you saw us take off through the parking lot, we drove right past the shooter and the dead body was right there. But we were so laser focused. I was focusing on Jeff. He went on the wide side of the parking lot. And then I was focused on Mike, making sure they got out. And then we kept it pushing. But yeah, we ended up driving down the left, past our driver's side was a dead body and apparently the shooter running down and getting out the way. So I don't know why they came at us because it looked like the gunfire was going, back and forth in front of us, not at us. The shit looked crazy. Best starter bike for anybody that's never ridden anything you like. Whatever you're into that you think would look cool. And then the weekend before that, the weird shootout situation at that takeover type thing. Thank you, Robert Anderson. Thank you. Um, I wouldn't be mad at driving the Turbo E36. That thing looks sick. The guys weren't shooting directly at us, but literally from like the group that we were standing about 17 feet off in front of us, the bullets were hitting the ground, sparking. So whomever, however he was shooting, it was making its way over to us, and then he aimed one high and it shot past our faces. So um, that would have sucked to have to call the homie's family and be like, yo, he got blasted, or the homie's family have to call my wife and kids and be like, yo, your daddy went out to kick it and he's dead now. Hell trash. So those types of things is what keeps me inside at night. Yeah, starting with 600 cc's, you can start with 1,000s, just as long as you respect how that wrist twist. You can have the best of times and the worst of times. I got two homeboys, their very first bikes that they had, and they were 16-year-old kids. I think 15 was one of them, was leader bikes. Now, think about being a 15-year-old kid with a leader bike. You're probably going to try the wildest shit ever, but it can be done as long as you don't kill yourself. And they were responsible enough to keep their wrists in check, and then their mentality of how they were maneuvering through traffic. Your thought process is what keeps you the most safe. And then this wrist is what keeps your ass on the seat. So, me personally, I like 600s because of the body size of 600s, the design of 600s, but I'm starting to really like the leader bikes because they've made them a lot smaller and they are about the size of 600s now. I didn't hear those bullets until I put headphones on, GP Visual. Yeah, that's why I'm always in the house and some real shit too. I think I might throw another meet one day for grown folk, like because I'm car and bike oriented, and then like I have a lot of people that come to the channel for bike stuff, and then a lot of people that come to the channel for car stuff, and I think one day mixing the two together, everybody being mad respectful, bikes on this side, cars on this side, and do like I say these Hawkins elementary school dance. Everybody come together, say what's up in the middle. Everybody look at each other's cars. You never know who's into cars. You never know who's into bikes. So I think that would be like cool as hell to do. But I mean, I know my reach isn't strong enough yet because I've oddly enough, I'm very private, so I don't like to like be out there like that. That's why I rarely promote the YouTube or my IG. It's been like super minimal. Sometimes I get a flurry in if I do something with certain people or do something a certain way, or I get shared. That's the only time like I get these little bursts, 200,000-300,000 followers bursts or whatever. So one day I'll put it out there and make a push a little bit and see what happens. Scooters is all good, son. I used to rock a Honda Elite 65. 636s are cool. They're starting to be a pain in my ass though. Scooters are the jam. That was I think the first thing I was riding that went fast when I was like 15, 16. No, maybe earlier than that. I think 12, 11. Because yeah, we had a dirt bike, we had a Honda like something 70, and then we had the 65cc scooter. Yeah, see, the red line and the VQs, one, I don't want to hear them. Two, we've heard many of them before, so we're not hearing anything different out of your VQ. 9 times out of 10, when you're revving that shit, it's just really annoying. Your cousins all ride bikes and they roast you because you don't ride? You know what I'm saying? One day just jump on with them. RX-8, right there. If the camera will adjust. Yeah, she's a good-looking girl, man. I really do like that car. She is slow as shit, but I really do like that car, man. It's just nothing like it. Simba, what's up, bud? I'm waiting for the 636 dude to come through. I gotta do a few things. He said he would be here in 20 minutes, but that I've been on live for about 30 minutes. I gotta do a few things to that. I had scheduled him to drop by at about 5, but I got off super early, so I told him to come on by right now so I could try to make the meet. But if I can get done in time, I'll ride with you guys. If not, just tell me how it is. So I had the 03, 5SL R6 back when the first 636 came out, and everybody used to swear and be damn about those. So I used to have a vendetta against 636s specifically because the CBRs I used to always outrun. Gixxers I used to not like because my rival, my homeboy, had one. And so 636s were the only other bike that I was like, it's, I could think of it being cool, but because everybody used to swear and be damn they were the fastest 600s because they had 36 extra cc's, I used to punish them all the time. So when I picked up that 636, I didn't think too much of it, but as I started to ride it more and more, I really did enjoy the thing. And it is a very fun bike, and it looks really good as well. So I started to appreciate 636s. You have, what do I think about the Bay Area car scene? That's a good damn question. I love it. But, I think Instagram kind of screwed what we have up as a car culture naturally here in the Bay Area because we've had sideshows and specific sideshows. Sideshows is only a specific thing done in Oakland, in a certain area of Oakland city limits. And it was done for a specific reason. It was stylish. It was hang out. My car's cleaner than yours. My homeboys that's parked here with me's car is cleaner than yours. Oh, y'all think y'all tight, so y'all own the other gas station across from this gas station. We raw. We got more hoes. Y'all don't. And then other cats that would come through that thought their cars was equally as clean, but there was nowhere to park. They swung them just to punk everybody that was posted up. And then the other dudes that felt that they had ass would pull the car out the parking lot and swing them. That's how the sideshow was. So we've always had sideshows, but the fact that Instagram stuff starts to go viral when you're swinging donuts in certain places, which influences other locations. And I blame my homeboys, that was part of the Mero boys, for taking that takeover shit because they went to LA and they was disrespecting the turf. So they were swinging donuts anywhere on their block, which started the takeover style of donuts. So, that bled into our street race scene. We used to go to Oakland International Raceway, Port of Oakland, Middle Harbor Road. We used to drag race there all night. There's a few old school legendary races I had in this RX-7. There's a lot of friends that I'm really, really good with today. But all of that takeover-ish activity, the out-of-towners that didn't keep side-showing in the side-showing area, the pack and saves and all of that shit on certain avenues there in the east, they would bring it over to our area. So most part, when it didn't get overran, we can monitor it ourselves, and we kind of handled it, not like being disrespectful, but we kept our areas respected, certain time frames we were there. We've got a ton of back roads here. That's where I got my hands from. My grip tactics was in the back roads. I mean, what don't we have here in the Bay Area? So the Bay Area car scene is amazing. It just gets to the point now where everybody thinks they can do everything, and then the wrecks are phenomenal, and then the shit shows up on the news, and it's just, I don't know, we start getting way too much attention on the specific areas of the car scene. But as a whole, the car scene is really dope. We got really cool cars. A lot of people are too scared to do shit to their cars that come from out of town because they think our laws are so strict as they've read. But natives, we know what it is. We know what's going on. Bad Daddy Bratty. Boy, what's up with you, OG? How you been? Broski, you want to drive with the legend? Very soon. In the streets. Let's do something. You know my vibe, dog. You know my vibes, dog. Um, Ever been in an LS Swap Turbo RX-8? Hell no, nah, that sounds ferocious. But I would be down to see. I would be down to see it happen. I don't know if I'd want to be in it unless I was driving it because I'm not a good passenger. I mean, I guess I'm a good passenger, but I'm not a good passenger, if you know what I mean. My life in people's hands with very high-powered cars. Unless we're on the racetrack and I've got everything on, suit, neck collar, helmet. Because the worst thing, I've seen a lot of very shoddy LS1 cars, and I've seen a lot catch on fire after being crashed. And I would hate to be crashed, knocked out, and be a crispy boy. That would suck. I have an 07 750, but I still fucks with the RX-8. Those 07 750s are my favorite ones. Those are the shit. I had a Honda 50 when I was a kid. They threw it in a what? Why? That sucks. How long did it take me to get wheeling down? Wheeling is an acquired taste. If you looked at the Experience Game episodes about how many times I crashed doing wheelies, I might have forgot some, but I crashed a lot of times doing wheelies. It's not hard to learn. I want to say it's easy, but you can mentally overcomplicate it, and you can make it a terrible experience until you get it. And then it'll be the best thing since sliced bread. But mentally, you can trip out with wheelies because you're scared. A lot of the worst things I see people do to do wheelies is lean forward. When you lean forward, you're going up with the bike. You don't realize how high you are until you get this tilted back feeling. Once you got that tilted back feeling, too late. But if you sit straight up and you sit back in the seat, the bike becomes so easy to come up on a wheelie, then you start to respect it more because how easy it comes up. And then you'll stop trying so hard. Guys that do this on the wheelie, you're going to do this. And it always happens. I would say if you have the access, get a dirt bike or a mini bike, just sit out front of the house, do wheelies for like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. And then the second that you get it and you can ride it up and down the street, jump on a motorcycle and try it. So I don't want to tell you it's easy and then you have a bad time, because it is easy, but it is terrifying if you're in your head with it. Do I like old bikes too? Hell yeah! 1992 FZR 600 right there. And I really want 94 Kawasaki ZX7R. I was going to build a cafe racer. I was going to build a cafe racer and give it away. That was going to be my very first giveaway. It wasn't going to be the 636. The 636, I was going to... Well, I kind of did end up doing what I wanted to do with it, but I was going to really give it to anybody that I fucked with, that I saw in the comments, always commenting on all my videos. That was going to be the person that was going to get it. The person that was going to get it was this close to getting it. It was that week. I was waiting for 2 more parts, but Aaron needed a vehicle. His Mustang, he just messed up the motor, and him and Mike convinced me to sell him the lemon. So, it worked out because the person that I was going to give the bike to had it in them that they really loved motorcycling and that they really wanted to get into it, and they made me so proud. Bought a Ducati just because he wanted a naked sport bike. He got a Monster. The Monster was a lemon. He bought a bad bike. And he ended up buying one of my all-time favorite bikes, 675 Triumph. So he has a 675R and a Monster, and he hasn't touched that Monster in a minute. I wonder if he still has it. But he do be riding now a whole lot. So in a roundabout way, it worked out. Aaron got a bike, even though he's working on it. It's going to be amazing once he gets it completed. And then the other guy still got the love for riding. So I didn't get to give the type of bike away that I wanted to because I wanted to build a cafe racer to give to somebody, and I still may do it. But the COVID shit came and it messed everything up. Shipping on parts, literally working with people. I meant to invite some people off of IG that I like am really cool vibing with, and I watch them all the time tinkering on bikes. And I'm tinkering on bikes, and I wanted to do a collaboration project because I always want to put on people around me with projects. I wanted to do a collaboration project with them to give the bike away, or raffle it or something, because it was going to be like a really extensive dope project. So that got put on hold, but I still have the ideas and I still plan to do it. But this COVID shit needs to lift up off of us and off of the land so that we can get busy. Knowing they canceled FD, you thinking still have Winter Jam? I know for a fact that we're going to have Winter Jam. And yes, it effing sucks that they canceled FD. I really wanted to experience that again here at my home track. It would have been 10 years since they left, 10 years from the return. But COVID came. It's BC before COVID and AC after COVID. So after this shit is over with, man, and we can get our lives back to, well, we might not get it all the way back, but we can start getting things back in the nature that it kind of operates at. Sonoma was iffy because the county had a real heavy sanction. And then they got the understanding, they had an event, all the drag racers were walking around with masks on, everybody had masks on, so they said, okay, let's move forward with it and let guys have events. So we're under a restriction of no media and no spectators at the moment, but seeing everybody keep their mask on is what's gonna keep, look who popped in, Manette Mac, what up? But seeing everybody that keeps their mask on is what's going to allow us to proceed back in the seemingly normal life. If everybody keeps their mask on. So I'm praying. I know it's annoying. But for the moment, the powers that be want us to have masks on. Okay, that's just all it is to it. So for the moment, we keep masks on. Once all of this shit kind of subsides, then we get back to what we're able to do. So we will have Winter Jam. That's honestly the only thing that the track is planning right now is for Winter Jam, because Winter Jam is huge. Y'all know it. We know it. The damn county knows it. It brings a lot to the city, to the county, to the town of Sonoma. And we want that to happen for sure. Because this year has been bad news upon bad news upon bad news upon fuck shit. So, I see my OG pop in. Oh, there you go. Art. Come get active. But yes, let me answer some more questions on YouTube. Boom. Meeting with Isaiah around 7. Cool. Let me know how it goes. Sideshows definitely ain't the same no more. Living in the city, coming to Oakland every weekend, watching OGs swinging. OGs left it because the young cats was popping too many pills, drinking and shooting in the air. The OGs got up out of there because why does a player want to be involved in that? If I step out hella clean and I have my car all detailed and ready for the weekend and I put my weekend rims on, why do I want to be out here with all these wild Thundercats going crazy, drunk off hella pills, hanging out of front wheel drive cars with bread crates on the back, swinging up the block, making the block hot? Cool, stay at home and make that money. That's literally what happened. The youngsters came in too wild, and it was too many youngsters that came in, and OGs couldn't slap them all down, so it was just like, y'all can have this shit, and they left. So around 2003, 4, 5-ish is when the sideshow just went like that, this way, instead of straight player shit. So yeah, it used to be pretty dope. That's why I be a staunch, like I jump in anybody that swear takeovers and sideshows, you a damn lie. You a goddamn lie. Sideshows and takeovers, not the same thing by any means. But like I said, I have the history on that. Maybe one day I'll break it down. But I want to have Manette Mac with me. I want to have the Mac with me. I want to have my OG Eric with me, because they were that generation sideshow participants, and I was a young jit. I was like 16, 17 at them. So I know what I saw, they know what they experienced, and I know what I experienced as the dude they used to document it, Yap. He used to document the Sideways DVD series, and he still to this day has Sideshow archives, so that we know the history of it from start to finish. Because Sideshows are finished. This shit is takeovers now. Come get it, Charles. I dare you to come get the fucking Race R6. I double dog dare you, boy. I don't know if you can handle a R6. You a Honda F4i boy. I gotta race another bike for. You gotta race somebody, boy. Come get the R1, or is it a 600 race? Because the R1 is sprocketed. You can jam on anybody with that. But yeah, if you want to do a 600 race, R6 will wash cats on God. So come on, if you feel like you can handle the R6. Do I think everything opens back up? We'll be getting back in the drift scene heavy. Yeah, I've got a few things planned. I want to start doing my own events. The thing that really messed this up with the COVID stuff is because I was this close to doing like my own kind of like take you come here, let's do some driving, and I want to start having events so that my son is around it and understands the organization. I got to give him the game because he's this close to taking over everything. So I do feel like events will be back. I'll be back in the drift scene full throttle because 9 times out of 10, I can't have anybody as spectators. Who will be my spectator? My son. So I want my son to be around me at all the events. I don't know where Blood's at. He's taking mad long. But that gives us time to sit and chill. I do need to start a drift school. I was an instructor at another guy's place, but that exactly, it was his drift school. I kind of have a different idea of driving. That's why my driving goes in this direction as other people's go in this direction. Everybody's driving goes up, but I have a different approach to it because I came into drifting a little differently. And I'm a people person, so like everybody don't learn shit the same way. I was just in a programming class working from home, and I thought it was going to be the most lovely week I had ever had. It was the most frustrating week I had ever had because I don't learn the way that these dudes were like, oh, this, that, this. It's tough when you're like thrown in the middle of something, and then somebody's trying to hammer in a way that you learn, and you're like, well, I'm not even comfortable doing that shit, so what the hell are you talking about? So I've got an idea for drift schools that myself and my boy are going to do on this. Like, I know for facts this is going to produce amazing drivers really quickly. I just need to be able to do it. 7th Street RP for real, yes. So I shall see corny as fuck now. Everybody for clout, you know. I don't judge shit. One thing you'll never see me do. Well, I can't say that. I'm gonna lie. Because I do say it to my friends, but not online. I want dog scenes or people. But it's different. It's a lot different than it was. Yeah, Paul Walker being a passenger is somebody's shit. Yeah, that was tight. The Mechanics is my intro song. Let's see. Oh, somebody on IG asked me to sell my RX-8 to him. Hell no. 2 reasons why. First reason why. It was an unexpected car that I purchased. I didn't think that I was going to like it. I ended up loving it, right? First reason is I love it. Second reason is my stupid ass used to try to floss all the time, right? Because I used to make a ton of money. I was a conductor for the railroad, 6-figure things, that's just standard. I've always been a straight shooter, right? The car cost a ton of bread when it first came out. I spent 60 grand on that bitch. I'm not gonna sell that motherfucker for like 4 grand. Not happening. So it will never go nowhere because I overpaid for it because I wanted it and I paid the markup for it. And I'm not giving it up for no 4Gs. So I will run that thing smooth through 800 walls and go through 27 motors until I get tired of it. And then I'll refurbish it and sit it up on the roof somewhere. Never going nowhere. Let me see. He got a 6V. Why do you need anything other than your bike for an SV650? But overkill him. Come get it. Do work. Yes, I'm on the gram and on two double dip. But I didn't drop a vlog today, so I figured this would be a little bit cooler just so I could sit and chill and talk to everybody. Yes, COVID did jack everything up. I got some extra race gas. You don't need race gas on this R6, bro. But I mean, if you really must, I got a little bit, but you don't need no race gas in this R6. Hey, I'm telling you, on everything, that R6 is taking no L, son. CG, going out to Mike's meet. Mike's holding the meet. I didn't know anything about it. Race tomorrow. Manip, hit me. Yes. We got to figure out how we're going to film it, though, and where we're going to do it. Call me here in a little bit. In about 10 more minutes, I'm going to jump off of here. Call me in a little bit, and we're going to figure out how we're going to film this race because I really want to capture this in a different way. So we'll go over the specifics. But I'm for sure going to be there. Oh, broski, yeah, you know the vibes. I mean, you already had it in you, so a couple little pointers here and there, and then the fact that you're going out there putting in the work is what got you, like, really getting there, so I like that. No, it's not faster than my white one, but you know, the white one I had cams and all kind of stupid shit that still made it a 600 and couldn't beat a leader bike. But everything I learned from that one, I did with this R6 without doing the cams. Where's the meet at? Is that the one at Vacaville he's talking about? If dude comes and I can knock out his bike like really quickly, I'll probably bounce up because Vacaville's literally up the way. Yo, that canyon video was tight. So a lot of shit that I do, I never show, right? I know a lot of you just think that I'm Drift Boy, and then you'll see me on like simulators mobbing, but that's how I found drifting. It's running countdown. We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. I found drifting from the back roads. I used to be a rally like fanatic. I would watch tarmac stage rallies. We watched it on Speed Channel. After it was over, we'd go try to replicate it. Everybody knows going super fast on tarmac, real quick, left, right, left, right, left, right, the cars get sideways. I was never scared of being sideways. So that's how I found out how to control the car sideways. Then I went to do track days, and on those track days, the car was getting sideways, and there's way more space than I had in the street, so I stayed flat on the throttle. That freaked everybody out. They told me quit drifting. I said, what the hell is drifting? They showed me. I said, I'm gone. And I went to go drift. So I'm a grippy boy. At heart, straightforward, straight from the seed, I'm a grip driver. So seeing that, it was pretty cool, and it made me just want to do a track day like right now. So I'm going to be working on that. The next couple of days, you may or may not see an on-track video. But we'll work on that. I'm hoping for this, the RX-8. RX-8 slow as hell, but I'm going to show y'all where that motherfucker shines at. And where it shines at is only on the racetrack, because on the street, all right, so yeah, the one in Vacaville, okay. I'll probably come through. Do more back road vlogs. Somebody requested me go find homeboy in the Accord. I'm going to do that for y'all tomorrow. So I want y'all to see something because I didn't show everything about his car because you never know how people are, but he hit me up on IG and I saw him there. So we're friends now. We're connected. We've been in DMs. You're going to see something very soon. So more back road videos may come. Need for Speed Underground got you in the cars. Tight. I'm very, very certain that Gran Turismo got me so hard. I was already in the cars, but GT, when it first came out, Gran Turismo first got me into cars hardcore. I am right now. And, oh, that ended. But yeah, Gran Turismo got me into cars how I am right now, and that will forever be what stays with me. Yeah, it's a small price to pay to wear your mask to be part of Sonoma Drift. But yeah, yo, so let me call this guy and see where the heck he's at. I hope that he's safe. I hope nothing happened. And because a 20-minute ride should not have taken an hour. And we have been on live for 1 hour. So I am going to jump off and just see where this guy's at. So thank y'all for joining me, man. I appreciate y'all. I just wanted to come to y'all, just chill talk, since I didn't put out a vlog today. And being in the garage, gives you that down home element. So, as I catch the last comment, traveling drift instructor might be the vibe because I like to go to different sceneries, and I think that would be the move. You picking up lemonade? I'm not picking up lemonade. There's another lemon that's coming. So no, we got one of our other homeboys. Got one of the other homeboys working on lemonade, so he's gonna stay with that. But you might have missed the stream, but go back, check it out. There's some, some jewels in there, man. Enjoy it, and I appreciate y'all. Have a safe weekend, man. Be good to others, and have others show you the respect that you deserve too. Don't let nobody disrespect y'all, but y'all be very good to everybody. All right. So I'm gonna jam and check on this dude, and hopefully he did not scrub. All right.